Hey ho everyone, Ginger Gargoyle here. This is actually like take 3 or 4. A new video is here, but this is not a haul video. You might see some purple, but it's not haul. It is not haul. This is my video for National Scrapbooking Day. I know it's really late. It has been quite the day today. And as scrapbookers, one of the big things about scrapbooking is you save your scraps. Well, I actually take it one step farther. I save boxes. Okay, so this is a box from some Hershey's Kisses that I received several years ago. My sister-in-law gave these to us at Christmas time. And I was all excited because I loved the box. She was like, "What are you going to do with it?" I said, "I'm not really sure." Well, now this is what I did with it. I use this specific one. I've got more to go in here. I just haven't put them in yet. To hold my pixie or my perfect pearls. And then these stamps are some really old ones that I got back when I was first starting to scrapbook. They are from a company called PSX. I don't even know if the company is still around. I don't know if it has been bought or sold or what. But they have some metallics in here that are, oh my gosh, they're primo. Yeah, but they're pigment inks, so I wanted to keep them separate from my dye inks. And then, as a newer update, I actually have a couple of these from Frere Rocher, I don't know how you say it. And they're the really nummy little balls that have the chocolate nuts on the outside, and then there's like a layer of crunch, and then there's a wonderful fudgy, almost like frosting, and then a hazelnut in the middle. Oh my gosh, I love these things. And so, yeah, my husband buys these for me almost every year at Christmas time. And here's what I keep in here. These things pack a lot. You can see I have two things of new blades for my Cricut knife. Okay, can't think of the name of it right now. All right, I've got some clear, and they are clear. You see my hand behind them. These are called foam dots. Okay, they're actually called foam squares, but they're not a foam. They're like a clear acrylic. They're wonderful. I love them. I have a hole punch in here. Okay, I actually have 2 ink pads. I usually have 3 in here. I don't know where my other one went to. I have a whole bunch of lens cleaning wipes and some tops for things that I don't want to lose, like the clear foam pads. See, I told you they're called clear foam pads, but they're not clear foam pads. They're double-sided adhesive. They're terrific, though. All right, I got a whole bunch of those. I've got some scissors. Now, these are lefties. When I bought them, I did not realize they were lefties at the time that I ordered them. I got these from scrapbookingmadesimple.com. It wasn't until after I placed the order that they put up on the website that these were for lefties. So I tend to use them this way with my right hand as I'm cutting open things such as those clamshell containers that sometimes dyes come in, because if these get messed up, I'm not too worried about them. Then I've got some string. Okay, this is baker's twine. I've got a glue stick. This one happens to be a nice one from Scrapbooking Made Simple. Or, not Scrapbooking Made Simple. This one is from Simon Says Stamp. I tend not to use this very often. If I'm going to use something that this would work on, I'm more than likely going to use washi tape. Or not washi tape, double-sided adhesive. Then I have this in here. This is quick quick dry glue, basically, is what it is. It's called Stay Put. It is from Scrapbooking Made Simple. All right, what I do when I get it is I take it off, leave it open for 5 to 10 minutes, and then put the lid back on, and that just lets any extra water in there to evaporate so that it doesn't make my paper crinkle quite as much. I have a couple of spools of washi tape in here, and this is my number one tip. Okay, this is a little container. I picked these up in a 5-cent from the Dollar Tree, back when it was still a real Dollar Tree. Okay, so I got, like, this was like 20 cents each. All right, and in here I have baby powder. This is a tip that I had picked up from Stacy over at scrapbookingmadesimple.com. She would take the end of an old pair of nylons and put in a bunch of baby powder and then twist it, and then take the extra and ball it, roll it around the ball, and then twist it, and then roll it back around the ball, and then tie a knot in it. All right, but I use this with a big puffy brush, like a makeup brush, and I put it onto my paper before I do any embossing, before I even stamp when I want to emboss, because it cuts out any extra static, so I don't end up with those little flecks of embossing powder where I don't want them. And also, your fingers have oils to them, and I have really oily skin. I have really oily fingers, even at age 60, almost 60. And yeah, so I tend to, that's where it tends to stick to the paper, the cardstock when I'm embossing, is wherever my fingers have touched. And you can't see it on the paper. It's not shiny or anything. But when you get ready to go do it, it's like, because all of a sudden you've got this blip on your thing. But yeah, this is my number one tip. Save these containers. All right, I have saved containers from boxes of cookies, and I use those for holding my craft supplies. I'm sure we all have a grandma or an aunt who saved cookie tins for turning them into button boxes or little sewing kits. All right, it's around that same premise that I do this. Okay, and yeah, so this keeps things right at my fingertips. I use the washi tape to hold the lid shut, because I will say with both of these, they will pop open if you don't have a way to secure them closed. I used to have sorry, I'm being distracted, Velcro, but now I just use a little piece of washi tape. So that's it, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.